Hi everybody, it's Paul here from Rio Driving School. Forced to take a day off because of the weather. As you can see outside, we've got snow, and a lot of you will probably get very excited when you see snow, but personally I find it quite stultifying. It annoys the hell out of me because it's bad for business, it's dangerous, and I don't want my car getting smashed up. So there you go. I'm on the Scrooge when it comes to snow. It makes me feel a little bit miserable. I've got Hannah with me though today. Say hi, Hannah. Hannah, briefly tell everybody what happened to you yesterday.
Got stuck in the snow.
You got stuck. Whereabouts was this?
This was in Telford.
Okay, and circumstances? How did you get stuck? What happened?
I can't drive in the snow.
Can't drive in the snow, and this is an experienced driver, so we're going to do a little video today on that. I hope the cameras can pick everything up okay for you. It is coming down quite fast now. So yeah, I mean, the first thing is the journey necessary? You've got to ask yourself, is it really necessary to go out? Remember, you're putting yourself at risk, you're putting your car at risk, and for me that's my livelihood as well. Is it really worth it? So ask yourself that. If you've got to go somewhere, then take precautions. If you're going for a considerable journey, make sure you've got money in your back pocket in case you get yourself stuck.
Spade.
Yeah, get a spade in the boot so you can dig yourself out. Oh, excellent.
Absolutely.
So
frozen.
She didn't have a coat with her. You didn't have a spade in the boot. You didn't have gloves. You didn't have much battery left on your phone. Make sure that's charged. Make sure you've got a charger. Make sure you've got a spare battery or a battery pack if you've got that. You know, just sensible precautions. Get yourself a few snacks in the car as well, because
just don't go out.
yeah, or just don't go out. Yeah, great. So anyway, we're going to go out, and the first thing that I do if I have to go out is I risk assess it by bringing the car forward a little bit and then using the brakes in the normal way. So I'm going to look for something where I'm going to try and brake in straight lines, because remember, if we're turning the wheel and we're skidding, the car may not follow the course that we want. So I want to test what's going to happen. So Hannah, when you're ready, what I want you to do is to bring the car forward slowish first of all. Yeah. Go and just go in a straight line towards the end of this driveway. Put the clutch down, let it roll, and brake normally. Oh, did we stall? No, sorry, skid. I felt to skid a little bit. Yeah. If you get stuck in the snow, guys, like this doesn't feel good, does it?
It's nice crunchy.
Okay, be very careful as we turn this corner. So go nice and wide here. Well away from this car. Keep those hands on the wheel. Remember, everybody's watching your hands now. Let me know if she starts falling into bad patterns. Now clutch down and brake. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. So yeah, when you're in this situation, I want you to be looking further ahead, and I want you to be braking more gently, more early. This is a very, very important thing that you want to do, is to brake in straight lines and brake gently early. If you've got someone up your backside, you want to be showing them the brake lights much, much earlier. So yeah, go wherever you like, Hannah. We're still skidding, aren't we?
No, it's just crunchy snow, I think.
No, you saw your brakes were down and the car was still sliding.
Was it?
Yeah.
Sliding.
Well, we'll find out in a moment. Can you
Don't tell me to brake while this car's there.
That's all right. I won't ask for trouble then. now just come off the gas here. There's one approaching, but they will be forced to slow down. We're going to come to the left gently. Does it? Straighten up the wheels now, and just stop the car briefly. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, drive on when it's safe. How are we going to know it's safe?
I'm looking.
Okay, great. And yeah, I can feel the wheels spinning slightly. If the wheels start to spin, you don't want to dig a hole. So
I think that's what I would do yesterday.
she was spinning the wheels and digging a hole, so it might be advisable. Hang on a minute.
Oh,
You're in neutral now. Why are we coasting? Turn left or right, it doesn't matter.
Which way's the quietest?
Turn right, please. One thing I was going to say about digging holes, not metaphorically of course, is making sure you pull away in second gear. Don't have the revs really high because you'll burn your clutch out.
I think he's telling me to go.
But by moving those wheels more slowly, we're going to potentially have more grip on the road. So yeah, can you feel the wheels spinning? Yeah, so just go real easy on the gas pedal when you accelerate. God, this is a good example. I tried to film this yesterday, called off a whole day's worth of work and had a rest. I must admit I went to bed for a while. I was shattered anyway, and when I got up, all the ice and the snow had gone and we were just left with slush, so that wasn't much of a video. So this is much more interesting. Okay, at the roundabout, can you turn right for me please? Are those hands cold, huh? Okay, I hope everybody's keeping their eye on your hand position today.
I'll try and keep them on there. Oh God. I was digging a hole yesterday.
Just take it steady.
And when I was in second, okay.
Yeah.
The car just kept stalling.
Yeah.
Even though I was putting my foot to the floor.
You were trying to climb up a hill though, which makes it infinitely more difficult.
Even if my foot was to the floor, like the revs are obviously high.
So if that happens, you've got to get something underneath the front wheels if it's a front wheel drive car. I would suggest getting your mats out and shove those underneath the front tyres of the vehicle to give them something to grip on at least. You managed to find some grit, didn't you? I was
gritting the roads for everybody in Telford.
Yeah, can you just pull up on the left? Put the left signal on. We'll give him plenty of warning. Yeah, no, not on the curb. Just pull over. That's it. I know you can probably hear him swearing at you right now, the one in behind. Yeah, we're just gonna hopefully not get hit while we're doing this. They used to love doing this on the driving test in Canada, pulling up on this hill and then drive away when you're ready. Now, if you feel the wheels spinning, I want you to stop what you're doing and you'll pull away in second. Put your hands on the wheel. Cancel that left signal.
Oh, I can't. I should have put my right signal.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I know you're nervous today. This is not really what you like to do. So yes, I don't know if you caught that, but the wheels were spinning and Hannah quickly put that into second gear, which will reduce the revolutions on those wheels and potentially give it a little bit more grip on the road.
I can't believe it. Close vehicle drive.
Yeah, you can notice that, and if you do get someone right up your backside, you need to increase the gap between you and the one in front. So yes, I am expecting to see crashes. I did see 2 on my way home yesterday. Again, you really have to ask yourself, is this journey worth it? How much trouble are you going to be in if we crash the car? Turn right at the roundabout please, Hannah. We're going to be heading away from all of this now. And again, you know, if you see the fresh snow, use fresh snow. Put those wheels into the fresh snow for a little bit more grip. That's it. And of course then I didn't feel the skids then, so keep the revs high, but be very careful with with how you use your clutch so that we don't go wheel spinning.
So this scares me.
That's it. We're just allowing the overrun of the engine to allow the car to move. All modern cars have overrun. All that means is you're all right. You're okay.
Can I pull over?
You're all right. Keep both hands on the wheel.
Stressing out.
You're all right.
Don't you dare pull out in front of me.
Okay. Now just take it steady. There's no one behind you. Okay, now slow right down, put the right signal on, we're turning right here. If there's nobody, keep that clutch up. If there's, yeah, keep it up.
My foot's on the brake.
That's all right. That's all right. If there is nobody coming towards us, personally, I would just take.
Clutch is down. Can I put the deck clutch down?
Start steering now. Cut the corner.
Gear.
Yes. Off the gas. Off the gas. Relax. Straighten up the wheels. Why did it not skid? Because you were not on the brake. Yeah.
You could still lose control.
Let me explain to the audience what I made you do. I made you cut the corner then. There was nobody coming, so I made you cut the corner, which gives you much more room than going right. We were turning right and we had the full width of the road rather than half the width of the road. It's not advisable to do that unless you're absolutely sure there's nothing coming. Mirror off the gas again. Again, just put the wheels in the fresh snow if you can. A little bit more grip than the ice. Now be very careful as we start to go down the gradient. What I was saying earlier, before you started panicking, Han.
I feel that my heart's like that.
Yeah, I know. This is why. And you've been driving for years and years. And
I know, but I've lost it quite a few times, so I think that's just.
Cover the clutch and the brake, please. Yeah, no, keep it. No, just keep the clutch up because the engine. Listen to me. The engine behaves like a brake. The engine behaves like a brake and keeps the speed of the car under control. Relax. I'm with you. Relax. Now ease off the brakes slightly, so when you feel the car going, that's telling you you're at the lowest speed for the gear that you're in. So what we're doing now is we're moving the car on the overrun. We're not using any gas. We're allowing the hill to help us, but we're keeping the car and the speed under control using the overrun of the engine. Okay. We're going to go back in a moment. This is dodgy. You can see in front we've got the parked car on the corner. We could lose control if we're not careful. So we're going to be careful. Keep the clutch up, Han. Putting the clutch down is only going to make matters worse. Just keep it like that.
That car's slowing me down.
It's all right. Just keep on the brakes slightly. No, you're all right. You'll know when we're about to stall because the car will judder. It'll go like that a lot. Brake a tiny bit more, please. Okay, going to the wrong side of the road now. Keep a straight course. That's it. As much as possible, we keep straight courses. Okay. You can come onto our side of the road now, which will give you a better view around this bend. Is there anyone behind us? So there's nobody to signal for. Okay, we're turning right back into Hartlebury Close.
Still going to signal.
That's fine. Is there anyone coming towards us from the... Right, cut the corner then. Then you've got the full width of the road should something go wrong. Mind the path. There we go.
Good.
Yeah.
What did you feel that then?
Yeah, just take it slow. Take it slow. Get to the top and then come off the gas. Off the gas now. Now just steer.
How much are we going?
Yeah, alright then. Yeah, a little skid there. Well done, that's fine.
Feels like you got power steering in the snow. Suppose I should be checking my motion.
Well, there's nobody here, is there? Nobody at all. Okay, and that's it. Handbrake neutral, engine off, relax. How was that?
Horrendous.
You didn't like it at all, did you? Now
I don't know how I did it yesterday. I got there obviously to Telford yesterday.
Yeah. Try and use your brakes in straight lines. Try and use engine braking to slow the car down rather than the brake pedals. Try to use overrun. What did we say overrun is?
I don't know. I don't think I was listening to you.
Well, yeah, I thought you might just be panicking and it's not going in. But if you rewatch the video back later, we talk about overrun is when you're in say, I don't know, any gear, but particularly we're talking about lower gears, so first gear or second gear, and you take your foot off the gas pedal, the engine
Pulls you.
will drive the car forward, and you will be at the lowest speed for the gear that you're in. When you're in second gear, that can creep slightly when you're going downhill, which is why I advise you to use gentle brake pedal, gentle action on the brake pedal. You were worrying that the car was going to stall, but you can get away with that until the car starts juddering and going.
Where you gone in first?
If you'd have gone in first, you would have probably needed to slow the car down with a foot brake a hell of a lot more. If you'd have gone into first gear, the engine would have slowed you down, and perhaps quite violently, which would have then possibly put you into a skid situation, and you'd have been in first gear and the wheels are spinning on the snow, which puts you in at another disadvantage. So second gear would probably be a better one. We didn't talk about microclimates. Can you remember from your reading your theory test, what is a microclimate?
Is that something to do ice on the road in certain patches?
Yeah, potentially. So simply put, a microclimate could be a particularly cold part of a road. So where you've got shadows, where the trees are casting shadows and the sun hasn't got to that part of the road. Later on, there might be a thaw on, but in those shadowy areas it could still be icy, so you have to be careful of that. Particular mention to bridges, because when you're going over a bridge, let's say you're talking about a small humpback bridge or something like that, down a little nat lane, that could be even worse because the cold air also hits the road from underneath, and people don't think about that. So you've got the wind and the elements hitting the road from all angles and even underneath. So pay particular attention to that. Think about microclimates in that situation. Have you got any questions or concerns?
It was just about starting on the hill, really. Like yesterday, the busman come over to me and he's like, just put it into first and rev really high. When my foot was to the floor and the car was still spinning.
Yeah, you got no traction in the snow. So what I would have done, you haven't got any car mats, but I'd have took my car mats out and
I've got some in the back of the car.
have you?
I think so.
I'd have tried to put that under there. Yeah, and now you know as well, if you are forced to go out, take a shovel with you so that you can move snow out of the way if you need to. Take a trowel with you in case you see a bin full of grit, so you can spread that.
I used a mask yesterday.
Yeah, I used a makeshift mask to collect grit. How did you get it going in the end? What did you do?
Well, I was there for what seemed like forever, obviously just melting the snow with the grit. But I just reversed where the grit had dissolved the snow.
Right.
I managed to turn myself around and then just roll down the hill.
Yeah. Don't be tempted to empty a bottle of water onto the road, trying to melt the snow, or even taking a crafty leak, because if it is cold, it's just going to ice over. And well, you probably saw that episode of Home Alone, didn't you? Yeah, that's just going to make it worse. So yeah, you've got to get something under those tyres. You've got to scrape it away. If necessary, you're going to have to abandon the car. But my worry with that is, are you going to go back to a car that's been damaged by somebody else later? So yeah, try not to get yourself into that situation in the first place. A couple of things I didn't mention. Highway code talks about clearing all the glasswork on your vehicle before you get it going. This includes the lights, or your door mirrors. Make sure there's no snow on the roof, because you know what happens when we brake hard and there's stuff on the back seat. Well, first of all, there shouldn't be anything on your back seat, but if there is stuff on your back seat, it always comes forward, doesn't it? Well, it's the same with a load of snow. I had 4 inches of snow on the top of my car earlier that I had to clear away, and yeah, I made sure that was gone before I got reported for being silly. Anyway, I hope that helped in some way, guys. Let me know your questions or comments down below, and I'll see you again for another one. Bye for now.